Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today we're going to be completely reorganizing the Lego City on its new large rectangular table layout. Over the last week or so, I've had a lot of time to think about this new layout, and I believe I've come up with a pretty cool game plan that's going to involve moving the residential buildings and also the modular buildings. The zoo might even be moving, but I do know for sure that the modular buildings are going to be front and center, and the new Ninjago district will be up here, and we're actually going to consolidate all the Ninjago stuff together. One of my favorite areas in the Lego City is Pop Culture Street. We're not going to see many changes to that area. However, the zoo might be relocating. The theme park has been a little bit of an eyesore for quite some time. Its general layout is going to stay the same. However, we're probably going to relocate its fancy entrance over here and give it this new massive space so that it's not so cluttered. We're going to have to work on building more Mills roads, and we actually have most of the parts required to do that. Those do take quite some time. I'm not sure if we're going to get those all done in this update, but we're in desperate need to build more of those because, as you can see, we've got a combination of new and old road. So there we have the Lego City, everybody, as it lies right now. This is sort of before all of the changes, and now I'm going to work really hard on executing the plan for my new layout, and I cannot wait to show you the end results right now. As you can see, after all of those changes, the Lego City's looking pretty good, but obviously there's still a lot more work to do. I thought we were going to get a little bit more done today, but let me tell you, my life is hectic right now. Today is actually Friday, and it's the embargo day for the new lighthouse set. And I haven't even really started building this yet, which is insane. You'd think I would have it built and ready to go, but luckily we're going to be finishing building that right away. And of course, that's going to be placed over here in the new beach area, which is now right beside the boat docks, right? Now, what I'm thinking of doing is sliding the beach portion of this area over, starting with the old fishing store and sliding it over right here where you can see these two base plates. If we move that over to there, we have one base plate more space over here, and that's probably where I'm going to place the Lego Ideas lighthouse, right by the Lego Ideas old fishing store. And I think that would look pretty good. And then we're going to custom build some rocks that sort of blend together with that old fishing store, the beach, the boat docks, and the lighthouse. And it's just going to be a nice separation line between the boatyard and also the beach. So that's the changes over here. And obviously, one of the biggest changes involves the modular buildings. Pop Culture Street is sort of similar to what it was before. I did move the university, and I actually put the Disney costume shop right here. There is a half base plate open right there, but that means the Disney costume shop is pretty close to where the amusement park entrance will be. However, that modular building might eventually go over here once we plate all of this in and start working on our amusement park. Now, unfortunately, I'm pretty much out of base plates, so I'm unable to fill up this white space right now. This is pretty much all of the base plates that I have available for us right now. And in order to build more roads and cover more table, we need more base plates. And this is all the road plate that I have left right over here. So not very much roads left, but this is my road building station. And you know what that means if we're out of stuff? Well, that means we're going to be going Lego shopping in the very near future. Now, I do have some additional train segments and also road plates over here, but these road plates are actually used for the platform coverings over there. Enough about that. Let's talk about the modular building placement, which of course isn't really finalized yet. I'm sort of playing around with the layout, so certain buildings might move around. So the Disney costume shop, then we have the corner garage, assembly square, the bookshop right over here, which is a pet shop alternate build, the Sanctum Sanctorum, which I actually need to convert into a comic book store, I believe we're going to do, the police station, the brick bank. Now the roads, like I was saying there, we need to obtain more parts and more road pieces to complete the roads and sidewalks. Luckily, I have a massive Lego order on the way so that we can finish off all of these roads. But what I did is just take the basic base plate, the road plates, and sort of clip them in spot there just so they look, you know, like they're there, and just so I can sort of calculate how much parts we need. Now, just across the street from Assembly Square there, we have the university. I think the university looks a little bit better there than on Pop Culture Street. I think it looks pretty fresh. You know, we got a nice courtyard area here that we would be able to build. And then there's also a train station right there. The actual train track is different. I no longer want it to go around this pillar. And in fact, I actually slid it this way here. And I think it's going to run between these buildings here and actually be built into the road so it doesn't take up a half base plate and go juting down in front of the modular buildings and through the tunnel right there. Now you can very easily integrate train track into roads. So this is sort of what it's going to look like here. This is some of our old train crossings on a half base plate, but we're going to build it into the road just like that there. So now this train station that needs to be repaired is going to be right here, which is really cool because that's going to service the beach and all of these awesome modular buildings. And this train track is going to be built into this road and go right there through the tunnel. The tunnel entrances and all that rock work and all of those platform coverings have to be re-rendered a little bit, but let's continue with the modular buildings and then I'll talk about that a little bit as well. So this is the backside of the beach. You can see I put the townhouses there and I've got two mini modulars. There's a little toy store and also the noodle shop. So once we convert those into half base plate modular buildings, that's where that's going to go. And then right there is actually going to be a continuation of the sort of boardwalk that leads from the beach to the downtown core. I really sort of dig this design. You can see like layers of modular buildings. I think it looks really good. I've got the Palace Cinema on the backside of the Grand Emporium right there. So we can of course have this boardwalk extended so that the movie theater sort of services the beach area and probably fence this off. Because remember, this is going to slide over to accommodate the lighthouse over there. And then I'll repair this platform here, maybe move this back or turn it sideways or turn it this way, maybe against the pillar or something like that. That's the Ferris wheel. And then we can have a nice pier up top here and a nice boardwalk area with the movie theater, some shopping, and the university is right there. That can be serviced by the trains at the train station. I really like this from our old layout, and I'm glad to see it back here in the new layout. We got the town hall and also those custom half base plate modular buildings there, which are actually re-brickable models. They look really good on either side of town hall. And then we've got our fountain area back right there as well. Once again, just don't mind the eyesore of the roads. I will have those done. That is my next project that we will be working on. Next to the brick bank there, we've got the custom Lego store and then also the custom Friends school. And once again, that train track is going to be blent right into the roads and you will barely be able to see it there. It's almost like trolley car track that you would see in cities like San Francisco. Back over here, we have the fire brigade and also the detective's office. And look at all of this real estate right here that can accommodate new modular buildings. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 base plates that are open for the taking. And on this side of the town hall, we have the downtown diner and also the bookshop. Across the street from those guys, we've got the boutique hotel and also the pub, the boutique hotel alternate build, which is the El Cubo Fine Art Cafe, and then also the Daily Press Corner modular building right there. This is our custom pet shop cafe apartment building right here. And just beside that is actually another Birch Books, which we plan on converting into a different rebrickable model. Just across the street from those guys, we've got the flower shop and also the bakery beside the Parisian restaurant. And then we've got some open space right here. I know this park is pretty close to the shipping yard, but those park plates were really just there to fill that void space for now. I'm not too sure what's going to happen with those sort of grass plates just outside the beach. This right here could technically be like that there potentially, and we could have some sort of inverted corner and some more modular buildings here if we really wanted to. However, I'm not sure how this road plate would work with that ramp right there leading up to the boatyard. Now we have a lot more to cover. That's only like half the Lego City, folks. A lot of things have changed, including the new position of the zoo, which is right over here. I think this is awesome. It hides the backside of the aquarium. It's right by the campground. It just makes more sense to have the animals over here rather than in the downtown core. So when we produce the zoo, this is most likely where it will be. If we need to give it more room, we can. Or if we want to make some sort of park plate or nice entrance, we can do that as well. And I also want to run some sort of river coming down, maybe going through this road here or coming down here. I'm not sure, but we could run a narrow creek that just makes its way off the table over here. Once again, I cannot stress it enough. A lot of road plates need to be repaired. Now, I used to have some Ninjago stuff over here and also the Spring Lantern Festival, so now I've moved it all up top here to consolidate all of that sort of theme together. I'm not sure what we're going to do with these large facades, but they're currently behind the Spring Lantern Festival. Then we've got the Dojo Temple, some of those fishing shacks, and then all of the Ninjago city sets along with the temple right on top of this large mountain right here. Something that really is nice about these new changes is the fact that Pop Culture Street now has the Quickie Mart. Yeah, so that's the new placement of the Quickie Mart. I think it looks awesome there. I'm down with that. That's a 4 base plate plot of land. So we've got the space for that thing over here now, which really does make sense. You know what else makes sense? The Simpsons house, which will be going over here. It's in a very big spot. Once again, 4 base plates for the Simpsons house. I'm out of base plates. I'm out of Mills Place stuff, but I have a bunch of parts on the way, and base plates are just a short drive away to grab some more. Then we have the McAllister's house right there, also on a 4 base plate plot of land, which is awesome because that is pop culture related. Yes, that makes so much sense. And then we have the residential area starting right here, which was by the school, so residential stuff. Once again, the placement of these buildings could change, but I'm happy with these ones here. I think that looks pretty good. Then we've got some more residential buildings right there, and of course up top here as well. And also included in that pop culture theme is 4 Privet Drive, which is over here now. So by moving the residential over here, we were able to consolidate all of our pop culture stuff. However, I accidentally stepped on the graveyard and it's absolutely obliterated. Now, this is sort of weird here, this platform. What's going on with the platform? How are cars going to get up top? Well, we now have the space to shift the amusement park into this region here where you can see the massive loop coaster, which used to be on top of the platform in the corner. I'm hoping that I can build some sort of custom road ramp using the new road pieces that can maybe traverse up top here so that vehicles can actually drive up onto the platform. I'm hoping that's the case because then we can have some nice residential buildings up here that are sort of like the hills of Beverly. What am I, the Great White Ninja? If you haven't seen Beverly Hills Ninja, watch it. It's a classic. Now, I'm not sure where the burrow is going to go, but it could work up here in the very corner if we wanted, or we could work that into the campground. I'm not too sure what we're going to do with that, but I do like the fact that the residential buildings are over here. I think that looks pretty good, and I'm excited to open up a little bit of space right here so that we can have some sort of ramp leading up top there. I think I'm really stoked on that idea and stoked on getting the amusement park sort of bending around right here with the entrance over there. I'm really digging this new layout. I know there's still a lot of work to do, but good thing I've got a lot of time. This is what I do for my job. Woohoo! What an awesome job. Had a blast moving all of this stuff around. Wish I would have got a little bit more done, but obviously I have to do a little bit of Lego shopping here before I start patching up those roads and stuff like that. I think this layout is actually like rock solid. I'm really excited about the new placement of the modular buildings, residential buildings, some of those pop culture things over there, the zoo, Ninjago. I just think that this layout looks really good. It gives us space because there is a bunch of places open for modular buildings, way more than we used to have. Also, we can give the amusement park a little bit of breathing room, and I'm really excited about that. Another thing I could do is we could increase the width of the platform over there if we really wanted to. There's so many different things that we could do. I know the old layout was looking pretty fresh, but this thing is amazing, and I'm really excited to complete this. I'm really warm and fuzzy about this Lego City layout. It's sort of like a blast from the past, but even better than before because now it's one large rectangular layout. Let us know what you think by commenting below. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. Peace out, everybody.